What is Azure Storage? Azure Storage is a foundational component of the Azure Cloud Platform, designed to provide highly scalable and flexible data storage solutions. It plays a vital role in accommodating the diverse storage needs of modern businesses and developers. Azure Blob Storage use cases, ideal for storing large volumes of unstructured data, such as images, videos, log files, and backups. It's commonly used in web applications for user-generated content, as a data lake for analytics, and for disaster recovery. Azure File Storage use cases, suitable for lift and shift migration scenarios where applications rely on file shares. It can also act as a shared storage for application configuration or to provide a distributed file system for container orchestrations like Kubernetes. Azure Table Storage use cases, best suited for applications requiring a scalable NoSQL store for storing semi-structured data. It's popular in applications for storing configuration metadata, device information, and other forms of key/value data. Azure Queue Storage use cases, generally used for message queuing in applications to ensure loose coupling between application components. Examples include background processing of data, workflow processing, and message routing. Azure Disk Storage use cases, typically used to attach high-performance, persistent block storage to Azure Virtual Machines, VMs. Ideal for applications that require low-latency access to in-VM storage, like relational databases and high-throughput applications. Azure Data Lake Storage use cases, primarily aimed at big data analytics. Companies use it to store large volumes of diverse data like logs, social media feeds, telemetry, etc., in a format that can be easily consumed by analytics software. Security and access management use cases, to secure sensitive data, maintain compliance, and restrict unauthorized access. Geo-redundancy use cases, businesses requiring disaster recovery solutions often use geo-redundant storage to keep a secondary copy of data. Monitoring and diagnostics use cases, to ensure optimal performance, monitor security threats, and maintain an audit trail. The applicability of Azure Storage spans across various business scenarios and technical requirements, making it an indispensable asset in the Azure cloud ecosystem. Azure Blob Storage purpose, ideal for unstructured data like documents, images, and videos. Usage, navigate to your storage account in the Azure portal, and under Blob service, you can create new containers and upload blobs. Azure File Storage purpose, provides SMB-based cloud file shares for lift and shift scenarios. Usage, in the Azure portal, go to File service within your storage account to create and manage file shares. Azure Table Storage purpose, NoSQL data store for semi-structured data. Usage, head over to Table service in your storage account. Here you can create tables and perform CRUD operations. Azure Queue Storage purpose, for storing and retrieving messages, often used to decouple components of cloud applications. Usage, under Queue service in your storage account, you can create queues and inspect messages. Azure Disk Storage purpose, offers high-performance, durable block storage for Azure Virtual Machines. Usage, attach new or existing disks to VMs directly through the Azure portal, under Disks in the VM's resource menu. Azure Data Lake Storage purpose, highly scalable and secure data lake for big data analytics. Usage, integrated with Azure HD Insight and Azure Synapse Analytics. Create a data lake storage account and navigate through hierarchical namespace. Security and access management purpose, to secure your data. Usage, use features like Azure AD-based authentication, role-based access control, RBAC, and Azure Key Vault for encryption. Geo-redundancy purpose, for disaster recovery. Usage, set up replication options during the storage account creation or later modify it under geo-replication settings. Monitoring and diagnostics purpose, to keep track of performance, security, and usage. Use Azure Monitor and Azure Storage Diagnostics for real-time metrics and logging. Summary: Azure Blob Storage for unstructured data like documents and media. Azure File Storage, SMB-based cloud file shares. Azure Table Storage, NoSQL data store for semi-structured data. Azure Queue Storage, for message queuing in decoupled architectures. Azure Disk Storage, block storage for VMs. Azure Data Lake Storage, for big data analytics. Security and access management, features like Azure AD and back. Geo-redundancy, disaster recovery options. Monitoring and diagnostics, tools like Azure Monitor and Storage Diagnostics. Thanks for watching.